Time to check the vibes. Time to check the vibes. What's good, y'all? How is everybody doing? I just have to come on here and talk about these vibes. Are y'all okay? Some very interesting things going on. Let's see. People are funny. Let's see. Hmm. Where are my glasses at? So, I'm going to break this up into two categories: the mundane and the spiritual. I'll start with the mundane topics first. Just the shit that goes on. And it's mundane, but it's certain things that I like to point out because it's mundane, because it's not anything, or it's seemingly mundane. It doesn't seem profound, but sometimes the most profound things can be found in the mundane, in the ordinary things, the things that we kind of like overlook. And those are the things that I like to talk about. And again, a lot of times the questions that I pose, I'm being serious. I do not have all the answers. I am not trying to tout myself or brand myself as some kind of guru or spiritual um no kind of spiritual guru or somebody that has answers that nobody else has or that nobody else can get. Like, I just observe things and I like to question them. And I like to question them with other uh observant, open-minded people. And you know, like I said, I just, like I said, notice things because, like I said, these things have end up having greater impact than we realize. And I'm seeing a wave of people realizing this. I'm seeing more and more uh, people getting out of you know being so trivial, and we need more of that because people like to get very trivial, especially people that um, don't have a great capacity for critical thinking. And it's not that these people aren't smart. They are smart, but critical thinking, it goes beyond being smart. Critical thinking relies on instinct and intuition at times. Smart is, basic comprehension. The teacher, said this, asked me, did I understand it? I said it did. And then she tested me. Like, that's how smart people learn. Like I said, sometimes it's deeper than just being smart. So, like I said, I'm, just observing things and just noticing the things that come up. And this week has started off super intense. Like I said, things, create effects, and these effects create ways of thinking. They influence thought. So certain things that I've been noticing, especially when it comes to like the things that are on my feed, or whatever social media site I'm on, or whether it's YouTube or whatever, you know, the things that come up a lot. And for me, I understand, like I said, you never really know what's going on behind the scenes. Things happen, and it's a lot of the times it's staged to get an effect from the public, to get people to talk about certain things or to feel a certain way about things. And I'm noticing that too with these vlogger trials. People, these so-called, like I said, I don't buy none of this shit at face value. Mm. Ooh, excuse me. Mm. But I don't buy none of that really, like, at face value. When I see, these things, I'm like, something's going on. This is an agenda. Something's being pushed. So when I see, like I said, these celebrities and vloggers, you know, making it seem like they're, battling each other. And for me, the first thing I'm thinking, okay, this relationship has always been like a double-edged sword. As long as there has been celebrity, there have been people wanting to report on what celebrities do. That's just the way it is. And these two forces, these two entities have always, like I said, worked hand in hand. Because if these certain entities weren't doing their part, you wouldn't even be concerned about the celebrity. So it's like, think about it. Like, these people are providing you, these celebrities are always given a mystique. There's you think there's something special and different about them because they're celebrities and they have fame. And then you have, like I said, these people reporting on what they do, taking pictures of them, enhancing the mystique. And then, now you have people no longer enhancing the mystique, debunking the mystique, showing you, look at this is how these people actually live, this is what they actually do, they're not really who they say they are. But whatever these people are saying, at the end of the day, they're still necessary to celebrity, which is changing. These digital streets is not playing with no fucking body. These digital streets are not playing with any fucking body. So this is another reason why, when these celebrities have these beefs or these battles and trials and court dates and all this other kind of stuff, I really, like I said, I take a lot of it at face value. A lot of it, like I said, is very staged and contrived, and but the only reason why I'm taking an interest in it now is because, like I said, this is the digital age. This is the age of digital content. There has been so much, and to me, I support this 1,000 fucking percent. I support this wholeheartedly. I think this is great because that industry has done nothing but throw people in its jaws and just chew people up and spit them out. And we've seen time and time again celebrities dying, celebrities getting becoming mentally ill, um, you know, just a lot of horrible things over the years, having PTSD from just trying to get their art out into the world. And so many things over the years have has really been shifting the dynamic of what fame is and what celebrity is. And that old world and that the old world of fame and celebrity is no more. Like I said, digital content, especially when it comes to the mainstream, which is part of something that's really disappointing to me about the way YouTube is the direction that YouTube is going into. Because YouTube was always a platform for the anybody, the anybody and the everybody. And to see how mainstream has taken um, so many artists and parked them in YouTube, parked them on, you know, these spaces that were never about them. Like I said, that the line of celebrity is being erased. And don't get me wrong, I get that, people with a certain, buzz behind their name, or people with a certain that came into this with celebrity already. Like I get that they're making money, but again, at the same time, YouTube is YouTube. Like I said, YouTube is anybody land. Give these people, like, again, if mainstream is, if that industry is parking people, purging, give them some other place. But it just feels strange because, like I said, that was the beauty of YouTube. You came to YouTube to see anything. You just see so many people with different talents, abilities, opinions, personalities. You could get history, you could get your conspiracy theories, you could get your how-tos, you could get your personality, makeup bloggers and stuff. Like, it was great. It was great. And now it's just like, algorithms. Oh, you gotta watch what you say. But it's like, I don't even want to get into it, but it's just like super weird now. Super weird. Again, it just seems like when anything goes corporate, it dies. So the transition would be, if everything is dead for these corporations, what now is going to be life? What is going to start bringing life to things? Everybody wants everything corporate. Everybody wants a corporate check. But what's happening to these corporations? They're coming to us. They're coming to us. All that old celebrity shit is dead. They're coming to us. So why are y'all going to them? Why are y'all watering down what you say? That day, the day of the purity of mainstream, that wholesome white bread, oh, we don't curse, oh my god, we're Leave It to Beaver, and we're the Fonz, and we're Happy Days, and we're Laverne and Shirley, and we're Friends, and we're Seinfeld. We don't talk like that. That shit is over. All that fake shit is over. When people can't hire a fucking human being anymore, and then they want to come here and then tell people what they can and cannot say. These industry execs and shit like that spent you know years abusing and exploiting and harming people, and now they want you to not say the word fuck and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Really? Really? Does that make sense to anybody, or is it just me? Is that weird to just me? I'm just saying, like, just peep the trajectory of how things go. That's all you got to pay attention to. Not how you feel about it, but just the direction that things are going. Why come to every anybody land, the anybody land of YouTube, then trying to strip the everyday every man, appeal of it. Create another, platform just like YouTube and call it something else. Get the fuck out of here with these fucking algorithm rhythms, and you can't say this and you can't say that. This is what YouTube is about. This is what make YouTube the platform that it is. Like I said, that corporate sanitation, that corporate bleaching, it kills everything. And sometimes you need a little dirt here and there. Like I said, desperate, they put you in desperate situations to fuck up your mind state. But that shit ain't working no more. Are y'all feeling the vibes? Y'all really feeling the vibes? Or is it what else is popping up in the news? Britney. She's been popping up again, or her image and her likeness has been popping up again. Beef with her sister. And I think it's interesting, like I said, that whole situation is still very interesting. And I, for one, don't believe that that is the actual Britney Spears. And I may have said that before. And she's been dropping tea on that. And I'm not saying that every single celebrity is a clone and all. No, I don't think that. But I do believe when you get to the level that Britney was on, then that kind of money you can afford, you can have shit like that done. That's the fucking games they play. And people like Dick Gregory said as much. Like I say stuff to people and people really act like what I'm saying is so hard to believe, but it's like people have been saying these things already. I'm not saying nothing new. I'm not saying nothing new. More of that story is going to come out, and again, that's another reason why there's going to be all this digital content and holographic, celebrities. They already got Whitney, holographic Whitney, but nobody really thinks nothing of that because we know Whitney, is not here anymore. We know Whitney died, was killed. So for a lot of people who really loved her, that might seem like a nice thing to, we can still have the experience of going to see her live, even though it's just a hologram. But you see all these celebrities are selling, selling their catalogs. And I really wonder what's going on with that. Like, I really believe, like I said, that again, the digital age is here. The digital age is here. We have fucked up the environment so much that we are going to have to be indoors more, or sheltering in place more. Like I said, and they bring these things on in stages because to do it all at once would be traumatic. I mean, Some places it happens that way, but this technology and digital art, and not just art, but content of any kind. If people are going to be on these devices, what you see is going to be digital. Watch the movie The Congress. Like I said, I've been sharing all this stuff on my social media pages. In the movie The Congress, these industry execs from a famous movie studio, and they're again playing on Miramax and Paramount, and they're telling the actress, basically with everything that has happened with Me Too and you know all the scandals and celebrities who they just end up drugged out, traumatized, or harmed or whatever. It's such a liability. Human actors had become such a liability, and technology had become so advanced that human actors were no longer needed by these mainstream, $1 million studios. Why pay money for these elaborate sets, these expensive cameras and lights, millions of dollars to the artists, the insurance, all this money that these studios were spending. And now, you know, they can save all of that money by just creating digital content, by creating all these blockbuster movies on computers. And that's the direction that, you know, we're going. We're in it. We're in it. We're in it. So, like I said, to see, these mainstream efforts of pushing celebrities to YouTube land, and now these celebrities are on YouTube land beefing about people talking about them and the vloggers. Oh, don't get me wrong, a lot of that stuff is inappropriate. And I'm not saying that some of these vloggers shouldn't be uh, dealt with for some of the horrible things that they say. I'm not saying that, but it just all seems so contrived. Because, like I said, you need a buzz, and we all know it's no secret that for a long time celebrities would contact these outlets, like they know where you are because you tell them. This is no secret. This is not a secret. So it's interesting to see, you know, these groups of people that need each other battling, and what that's going to result in. How is that going to change how, again, celebrity is not what it used to be. So what exactly is going to come out of this trial? What exactly uh, are celebrities trying to get for themselves on YouTube? Like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. A lot of people are getting money. I'm not against it. But again, it just seems all so interesting. Especially, like I said, when you're somebody that observes and you just kind of notice things. It's like that's curious to me. That's real curious. But yeah, back to Brittany. Like I said, she's another one. She's the perfect example of why there's digital content. She's a perfect example of why there is digital content. If anybody was to ever really know the her real story, y'all would be like, yeah, let's use all fake shit. No more celebrities. Is people wild out when it comes to when you start making certain amounts of money and fame, and it makes people insane. It makes people insane. Like I said, I don't believe that the actual Britney Spears is alive anymore. And like I said, she's been dropping hints. And I even shared that picture. She shared a picture on Instagram with her bloody body handcuffed on the floor, saying that she had been killed, or some like some story, some holiday story about how somebody was killed, and the family didn't do anything, and nobody like. And I'm like, is she really trying to tell us that somebody killed her? Again, look at how all these celebrities are selling their catalogs, and I don't know if these uh deals are um if this is something that is being negotiated, or if this is something that these celebrities have any say in, because the money that you know they're getting, I don't know. Some of the amounts of money that I'm seeing, I'm like, I don't know. Because they can do anything with your image. And like I said, they got Whitney still out here doing tours. They still got Whitney out here doing live shows. They can do again, it's not just about money. Like, that's the thing. Like, everybody's always in, oh my God, that was, they gave them 100 million. 100 million is nothing compared to what a lot of these companies can make off of somebody's content and their image and their likeness. And like I said, and with it being digital, with them turning celebrities into holograms, anybody can have access to a fucking hologram. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine having your favorite artist perform in your living room? How much would you pay for that? If you love Prince and you could pay to have his hologram perform in your fucking living, I would pay for that. I would pay for that. I believe that is a dope experience. I believe that is an amazing use of technology. I would pay for that. We're not just talking about, man, listen, y'all don't understand money. I think it's about the 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 physical money, the bills and the coins. It has nothing to do with that. And if you understood what money was, if you understood what currency was, instead of listening to men that claim that they know what money is and economics is and all other bullshit, y'all might be able to figure out what's going on, instead of telling me I'm fucking weird and crazy all the time. That's not possible. Okay. My juice. Ooh. Mm, great drink. Ooh, bitch. Great drink. There's something about grape drink that just it touches my soul. Don't nothing hit like grape drink, bitch. I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. Some hood revelations. I still believe that Kool-Aid was some of the most delicious shit to ever get put out. Kool-Aid is fucking delicious, and I still have packets of Kool-Aid. Right to this fucking day, I have packets of Kool-Aid, and I'm not gonna part with them. I'm gonna hold on to those packets of Kool-Aid, because one day I'm gonna sit down with my grandbabies and be like, this is what we used to drink. This little packet right here. And we used to be able to tint our hair. We used to be able to give our hair some hair color. You used to be able to use some Kool-Aid to tint your hair. Good times. Good times. I need to pass this information down. I still have my Kool-Aid packets, and I'm not parting with them. I'm not parting with them. I don't believe in just in cutting off, pieces of my culture because other people don't like it. It's not healthy. Ugh. Okay, what is? What is? Kool-Aid is history and legacy. Okay. Okay. If your grandmother didn't make you some Kool-Aid with some fresh pieces of fruit in that shit, you missed out. You missed out. You missed out. Good times. Anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Where the fuck did I put? What was I talking about? God damn it. And I was talking about Brittany and digital content. But yeah, I really want Brittany's story told. Because I think people, like I said, will start to embrace more of this digital content if you understood what people were going through in that industry. Like I said, a lot of people can't say. And like I said, a lot has come out. Enough has come out to where I really don't need anybody else to say anything. But a lot of people still believe in that shit. A lot of people still think, that certain things are, a certain way, and it's not. Something else to our brother Kanye. Again, another celebrity, to where if he could actually sit down and actually clearly and explicitly say and tell his experience. But once again, there's a lot of buzz around him. Like, we all miss the old Kanye, and that's the reason why we still hold on. We miss our brother Kanye so much, and it's I don't know, it's hard to watch. It's just really hard to watch. But I just find it interesting. Like I said, when Kanye was on Drink Champs, he said a lot of things. He said a lot of things. And he said that he FaceTimes his daughter. And he also said that he doesn't have a home. And that he liked to just, exist and sleep wherever he can. And I'm going to leave that alone. I'm just going to leave that there. Just go back and watch. All I'm going to say is I'm not even going to get into what he's just go back and watch the Drink Champs. Go back and watch that. And like I said, listen to it instead of, getting in your feelings or taking a side or whatever, or name calling or he's crazy. I don't think Kanye is crazy. I think that he's troubled. I don't think he's well, but I don't think he's crazy. That's a smart man. He's a very brilliant man. But listen to what he's saying. It's just old. Like the way things are now, it's like the way so many things are changing. It's just like I just really need for celebrities to really get more on the ball on the energy that they help move around. I don't want to get into like calling people crazy and you know name calling because again, it's just too many things are changing. Too many things are changing, and it's too real out here, and it's been too real. But the unfortunate thing is like, what can these celebrities do? Like I said, it's I don't know, it's sad in a way because for so long, and especially in the Black community, our celebrities weren't just people that were famous. They were extensions of our communities. They were extensions of our families that made it somewhere, that gave us hope that things were changing for us as a community, as a people, as a culture. So we have a little bit more invested in our celebrities. So when things go left, and celebrities end up in these scandals and celebrities end up dying, it's not it's deeper, like I said, for us than people might want to understand. It's deeper than, like I said, they're famous now and they have money. It's like I said, there's a whole history behind it. And it's just really sad when the people that are special, your best and your brightest, to and we're always happy with them the way they are. And then when they cross over, it never ends up being anything um good. It just always ends up with them just being used up and spit out. And what kind of legacy is that to leave to future generations? What legacy is that to leave or to show children, like sell your soul, like as long as you got jewelry, as long as you have this, like who cares what's happening to your soul? So for me, I'm glad this shit is changing. I'm glad that all this shit popped off. And why is this little kid screaming like this? Child, these kids is having a good old time. But anyway, I'm glad. Like I said, because like I said, a lot of celebrities, you see them saying, people know too much or whatever. And it's like, y'all are absolutely right. Y'all are absolutely right. All of that shit needs to be done. All that shit needs to be done. Let it all be digital. Let everybody be a fucking simulation and a fake, because it's just too much when, like I said, when that these people, like I said, are an extension of you. That God gave them a gift, or whatever you want to call it, endowed them with talents and abilities, and just to see that shit get trampled on, just to see these companies and these execs just wipe they fucking ass with people that you revere, people that you love and look up to. Let all that shit fucking go. Let all that shit go. Fuck the industry, fuck Hollywood, fuck fame, fuck all that shit. Focus on art, real art. Get back to, you know, and again, I'm from Philadelphia. There's always, the history of the nightclub and the jazz musicians just playing their art. The five spots and the black lilies. It was always about the art. Get back to that. Anyway, the way all of that to try to transition into the more spiritual topic. Like I said, these things are changing for a reason. Like I said, it's not just one thing. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people, especially with so many things transitioning over the past couple of few years, not just couple, but the past few years, people want something that they can rest their mind on. Like it's one thing. And it's not just one thing, like it's many things. Um, and to see, like I said, certain things continue to pop up. Like I said, understanding that things are transitioning to um, being more advanced in when it comes to technology. But it really makes me wonder, like, what's really, really going on. That the movie Don't Look Up came out, and the movie Don't Look Up was really about, well, it is about this this comet that these researchers figure out is heading towards Earth. And they're trying to get the information out. And again, you see the movie, and it's every disaster movie that has ever happened. And you just see the way people are just so lost and like just like have no empathy, no care. It's like, well, I do this, like, I do that, or who cares? It just watch the movie because it's hard for me to even articulate the how fucking frustrating human beings are. But that movie will give you some insight into it. But as I watched that movie, and like I said, there have been many, many movies like that to come out. And I can't off the top of my head think of them, but you can easily do a Google search of uh, movies that about asteroid strikes or comets coming to hit the planet. And that is a very real possibility. It's something, and it happened before. And when was it? I forget when it happened, and it wasn't like trillions of years ago, the way people make it want to seem. Like like a lot of shit hits this planet all the time, and it's just not to a level like an extinction level, like they say happened with the dinosaurs. Shit happened. Let me see if I can look this up. And I don't even know if I can even pronounce this shit. Let me see. Um, the Tunguska event. Yeah, I might be saying that wrong, but do a Google search on that. And that happened in 1908. And it's believed that something hit the planet and exploded. Like I said, you can look up that for yourself. But things do hit this planet. And you can also look up, um, you can also research and Google, especially for people that are into astronomy. There really are patterns that, for the longest time, a lot of people, we all know that our ancestors mapped out the stars. And that became the basis for what we know today as astrology and astronomy. But a lot of the information, a lot of that got lost. Like a lot of that ancient um, studies and the patterns got lost. And not everybody, like I said, there are certain cycles that happen, and we're ending one cycle of time and moving into another. And like I said, certain things, like we move around in this galaxy, we move around, and sometimes things pass through. It's we transition. Like I said, there are certain places where there's always been a lot of like comets or things flying around. Like I said, that this may not mean anything to anybody, but I think that it's something worth talking about, you know, to where these movies have been coming out more consistently about something striking the planet. Because a lot of times, like I said, it's predictive programming. It's predictive programming. So how do we not know that something, and especially with these volcanoes um, erupting, like what do we really know? What's going on with that? And I can tell you for sure, like when the other night, I had a bad headache, and I just was like, oh, I just was not feeling good. And the good thing was that I didn't have any plans, so I was like, I'm just going to take some Advil PM and call it a day. And I took the Advil PM and I went to bed, and I was still finding it hard to fall asleep, even though I took Advil PM. Like even though I'm like doped up, I was still finding it hard to just even feel tired. It was just, I just felt weird. I just felt super weird, and I felt sick, and I felt like I can't even like the shock wave. I just felt like it just felt like something hit me, and I was like wondering, like, did anybody else feel that? It just felt like shaking, and then it felt like something hit me, like something went through me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I eventually, it passed, and then the Advil PM kicked in, and I was able to get to sleep. But I woke up and I was still feeling weird. Like I still feel weird. And then I, checked the news outlets, and they're saying that the second eruption happened, and it sent shock waves that they said basically you could feel, you know, damn near around the world. I knew I felt that shit. I felt that shit. I don't know if anybody else felt that, but I felt it. And I just, oh, it was some next level shit. Like I said, if you didn't feel it, you didn't feel it. But for those that did feel it, the empaths know some next level shit just took place. Some next level shit just took place. How it's going to manifest, I don't know, but it's going to be some next level shit, bitch. And I feel like it has something to do with the air. Something about air, whether, and not even just breathing, but that could be it too. But we all know in occult communities that the air represents the mental thoughts, ideas, technology, communication. So something next level is happening with earth and air. Major next level changes in the element of earth and air, specifically air, more air than earth. I'm throwing earth in there. I for sure picked up air. Next level shit. I'm telling y'all, that shit passed through me. It's in the air. Whatever it is, it's in the air now. It's in the air. So I hope y'all are, tapping in. I hope y'all are doing y'all spiritual work. I hope y'all are doing y'all meditations. I hope that y'all are slowing down. Because like I said, I felt that shit. I felt it. And I can't imagine what it must have been to be even near there. And I'm hoping that anybody that lives near those islands, the Polynesians, man, man, I can only recommend, like I said, I recommend slowing down, taking a break from social media. Um, just really listen to your spirit, listen to your soul, listen to the elements. These vibes are real. And in that area where these volcanoes are erupting, y'all know a whole island rose up out of that. These volcanoes be out here growing and expanding this fucking planet. A whole new island popped up out of the ocean from them volcanoes. Bitch, the goddess is fucking rising up out of the sea, bitch. It's shit going on deep down under the sea. As above, so below, bitch. It's going down. It is going down. And like I said, for people that are spiritually inclined, for us empaths, psychics, and seers, whatever you call yourself, if yeah, we are really feeling it. We are really feeling it. Check on your empaths. Check on your psychics. Check on your occult friends. Check on your witchy friends. Check on your spooky friends. And another thing that the spirits wanted me to talk about was light work. Because we hear so much about shadow work. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to change anything or, like I said, because people like to get trivial when it comes to the spiritual shit. No, it's not this, it's that. No, it's not that, it's this. No, it's not up, it's down. No, it's not down, it's up. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to be trivial, but I'm just saying what the spirits put on my heart, what the energies are putting on my heart. And it is that a lot of people need to do light work and understanding your relationship with the light. Because like I said, we are still operating under programming, and people that coded the language in a way to make anything perceived as white as good, and anything black and perceived as black is bad. So we're still operating under that, even in the spiritual communities. And I'm gonna circle back to something else, and I hope I don't forget my point. But just because something is light doesn't mean it's good. There are bad things about the light and there are bad things about the darkness. There are good things about the light and there are good things about the darkness. It's not that one is better than the other or one is good and the other is bad. So that's especially to the newbies. Okay? Stop making people or letting people make you believe that just because something is dark is bad and just because something is light it's good. And a lot of the times, if you really understand your history of light and what light magic is, the light a lot of times is way more evil than any darkness out here. Way more evil, way more fucking cutthroat and vicious. Which is why people need to do light work. And light work is being honest with yourself about what you do for the light. And again, especially with celebrity changing and fame, things like fame and celebrity disappearing. What are you willing to do? Be honest about the things you do for the light. Be honest about the things you do for attention. Be honest about the things you do to compete. Do that light work. Sometimes it's not a shadow. It's what you'll do for the fucking light, and how a lot of times we turn into a hoe for the light. It ain't always the shadow side that's bad. It's not always dark shit that's bad. A lot of y'all fuck up light energy and you don't want to admit it because everybody wants to think that light is good. Oh, love and light. Oh, love and light. And a lot of y'all be fucking evil, sneaky, horrible ass people. Horrible. In the name of the light. So really think about that. Really, really think about, instead of always being spooked out by the darkness, some of y'all need to be spooked out by the light and the things that you are capable of doing because of it. Look in that mirror. Look in that mirror with the light on until you can figure out that you are enough. Like I said, and be honest with yourself. At the end of the day, look in the mirror and be honest with yourself about the things you do for attention, for the things you do to seem a little bit better than the next person, the things you do to compete. What you do in the light. Again, especially if you are um, a Christian or a part of any spiritual or religious beliefs that tout the light is better, be honest about that and do the light work in those spaces. Because the church has a lot to do, a lot of work to do. All that love and the love and light community has a lot to do. Because this is one of the things that's going to change. Like I said, these shock waves are going through for a reason. These shock waves, like I said, it's a lot of shit that's about, again, there's so many things that are just being shaken away. So many things. And these false images, these, like I said, that the things that we do when you hear about these kids, like I said, Britney Spears and what she has been enduring since she was a child trying to be famous. What people around her own family, her own parents were willing to do to keep that girl in the light, to keep that child in the light. And was it worth it? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, all of these artists, you hear all of the horror stories. Or selling your soul. Again, that's light work that people need to do. If you will consider doing something like that, you have light work that you need to do. If you're the type of person you do anything for money, the light has is having a bad effect on you. You have to do that light work. You got to do it both. Don't be out here thinking because you did shadow work, you good. You did that shadow work, but then you step into the light and you realize nothing changed. Do your light work. If nobody ever paid attention to you, would it matter? If you never became famous, would it matter? Especially for people who feel like that's something that they feel like is meant to happen for them. Think twice. Like I said, think twice. There's a lot of people like really drive themselves mad. Like I said, trying to do what they can to get light, to get shine. But again, the spiritual community is, more I don't know, there's so much more spiritual uh platforms now more than ever. And like I said, I see so many people, doing things you know, I'm not saying that, people can't have spiritual platforms. I have a spiritual platform. But again, what is your intention? Have you done that light work? What are your intentions? Because fame can't be it. 'Cause that like I said, that doesn't even that's transitioning. What are you doing this for? And I wish that I had never started any of these YouTube videos using uh or putting my actual face, my image and likeness on these videos because, you know, like I said, for people trying to get, a certain level of fame, like it's like I said, it's digital now. You're gonna think that you're going to be famous, but they can just take your image and your likeness and make that famous and make you go sit down somewhere. So think twice about what you're doing. Stay true to your gifts. Stay true to your talent, stay true to your art, and do it because that's what you know you were born to do. Stop trying to do everything for fame. Stop trying to do everything for money, especially if you're in the spiritual street, especially if you're in a spiritual community. Yes, Gammy Coast. That's a good mentality to have. That's a good mentality to have, you know. But like I said, be stay true to it. If that's the case, if you'd rather be honest and famous, stay true to it. And you have what you say. You know, but like I said, yes, why you have to do that light work because sometimes we get tested, and that's where you find out who you really are. But yeah, like I said, catch these vibes. Like I said, the shock waves that I felt the other night, like I said, that was super intense. Um, like I said, I just advise that people slow down right now. Um, take some time to go inside and like I said, do that work, do that shadow work, and do that light work. Both need to be done. And a true marriage is the marriage of those two influences and energies in your life, marrying the light and dark energy within you. You got to work on both. But yeah, like I said, that's the energies that I just wanted to check. Um, yeah, like I said, for this month, I'm still not doing the individual zodiac sign readings. Because like I said, I just feel like the energy is just still very I don't know, it's even hard for me to articulate it, but um I'm not doing that. Like I said, I'm just gonna come in and you know do my take on the energy that I'm feeling, the vibes that I'm feeling, or what I'm seeing. Um, but I'm still not doing any general readings for for this month. I probably will for February, but I'm still not going to do any for this month. But again, that's general readings. If anybody wants a private reading, please book one. Because, like I said, the energy that I'm feeling, I really feel like some people, um, like I said, felt that shock wave, felt those shock waves, and maybe feeling triggered in a certain way. Like I said, I'm mentally, um, spiritually. So take it easy. Take it easy. Like I said, the earth is going through transitions. And when the earth goes through transitions, we go through it with her. So don't just think this is just something on the news. That these things have repercussions that manifest for us as well. So on that note, yeah, take it easy, guys. And I will see you next time.